Cathaoirleach and Minister. Minister, I want to focus on the cost to businesses and the already difficult nature of businesses doing business, in particular in our towns in regional Ireland and provincial Ireland and our market towns. These businesses are already under huge pressure from a number of fronts. Society has changed, how we shop has changed, our demographics have changed, technology has changed. People now purchase online, people now commute, they pick up their groceries on the way home. They engage in commercial activity in very different ways to what they did in the past. So our town centres, our traditional towns, which would have been traditional thriving market towns, are struggling on many fronts due to the changing nature of the population around them. They also face different difficulties in planning, that the urban sprawl, the out-of-town centres, and indeed the satellite centres that spring up to service those populations, again drives people outside of the town centres and away from the traditional businesses. We've heard of this House well ventilated the issues of rates at my county of Kildare in the last couple of months, a huge commercial rate revaluation. The most inappropriate timing, just as the country is hopefully coming out of recession into some form of putative recovery, just to kick them again when they're just beginning to get back on their feet, with increase of 300–400%, in many cases not linked in any way to ability to pay, not linked to turnover, not linked to profitability, indeed not linked to any kind of logic in some cases whatsoever. Coupled with that, we've heard little mention of theft, and I suppose retail theft remains a huge issue, crime, vagrancy, lack of Gardaí, and old-fashioned daylight robbery. And that is actually, unfortunately, a feature in my constituency of Kildare North, where we have the lowest number of Gardaí per head in the country. And businesses again becoming hit again and again, and almost becoming resigned to it at this stage, having been held up, had the staff held up time and time again. We face Brexit and the uncertainty that brings. So all of these things, I suppose, put the context in which insurance and insurance costs are so pivotal in keeping the door open for these kind of traditional bricks and mortar, small mom and pop businesses trying to do business on the main streets. Coupled with all these multiple factors, the competitiveness is taking a hammering. They're trying to trade against online competition and its other forms of trade, and it's increasingly difficult to keep the door open and to remain afloat. I urge the Minister to take on board the detailed motion that my colleague Deputy McGrath has put forward. There's some excellent points in it. It needs urgent attention. I did hear the Minister this morning on Morning Ireland dealing with some of these issues and vainly trying to avoid dealing with other issues, which I think he succeeded in doing. But it's a very important motion to commend to the House.